And welcome to the Tiernan Center here in Richmond as we get set for the final game of the 2018 Bob Wettig Memorial Tournament. We are down now to the championship round. It'll be Cathedral against Zionsville. Great to have you with us. These two teams battling their way to the final game. Should be a great one. Armand Franklin, the 6'5 senior shooting guard for the Irish, leading the way for Cathedral to an earlier win against Richmond. They dominated that game from the very beginning. Zionsville, they had to go to overtime to beat Bloomington South, who, by the way, just moments ago finished in third place in this tournament by beating Richmond in the third place contest. Of course, Zionsville led by Purdue signee Isaiah Thompson, who earlier today finished with 29 points. Should be a great matchup between these two teams. Zionsville, Cathedral next. We'll have it for you right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
We check 'em better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Back at the Tiernan Center, final game, 32 games when we're done. We ended up doing 21 of those, all here at the Tiernan Center. Now none bigger than this one, the championship game of the Wettig tournament. Great to have you with us, and it'll be Zionsville, the home team. Cathedral will be the visitors here tonight. They're being introduced as we speak. James Franklin, Armand Franklin, Justin Hensley, also in the starting lineup. That is Ross Welch, the 6'5 senior. There is Tayshawn Comer. Comer, 6 foot and a freshman. He is really, really good. And this will be a very quick team. They have quickness, but Zionsville has tons of size. Isaiah Thompson, the leader, 6 foot, a senior, on his way to Purdue. He, along with Armand Franklin, will know each other pretty well by the time they're done with their careers in West Lafayette and down in Bloomington. Brandon Vernon got into some foul trouble earlier today. 6'6 and a senior. Number 21 can really stroke it from the outside. Anthony Scales, very athletic, 6'4 and a junior. He wears number 22. Nathan Childress, just an all-around good player, 6'6", and a senior, number 24. And then Hogan Orbaugh, 6'9", and a senior, number 32. One thing about Zionsville is they don't really implement their bigs in the offense all that much. I'm talking about Orbaugh, 6'9", and Gunnar Veneta at 6'10". They rely a lot on what Isaiah Thompson brings, and, of course, the outside shooting of Brandon Vernon. But they are a big, one of the bigger teams you'll see in high school basketball. Irish in their dark uniforms, Zionsville in their home whites, and the championship game is underway. It'll be Zionsville basketball. Thompson will clear it out now to Orbaugh. In the corner, here's Vernon for three. There he is. Boy, I tell you what, that guy can stroke the basketball. And back the other way. Here's a three off the glass, no good by Hensley. Offensive rebound by Ross Welch. Entry pass, Armand, shot fake, pull up, draws contact, no whistle. And Armand Franklin, who twisted his ankle earlier today, seems to be okay for tonight's game. Zionsville basketball for the second time. Out of the dribble, that is Scales. They'll give it back out front. Now to Isaiah Thompson. You know, Thompson can be very quiet, and all of a sudden he'll go for 10 or 15 straight points, and there he is again. Thompson, he gets the first 2 points of the ball game, 5-0. Under the 7-minute mark, Armand Franklin bouncing down in the right corner. And once again, the work it from Hensley and around the perimeter to James Franklin. Three-pointer off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Childress. Back there the way we go, turnover by Zionsville. They had 11 earlier, their first turnover here. Baseline drive, nice feed inside, layup good. Give the assist to Comer. And Ross Welch getting on the board now for the Irish here in the first quarter of play. 5-2, Zionsville on top. Good look here on the near side, Childress. Childress able to back it away, and now we'll reset it for the Eagles. Gets the high screen from Vernon. Vernon, nice roll. He had a slip screen. If they throw it to him, probably gets the basket. Here is the drive underneath by Scales. Missed it. Rebound Armand Franklin. Franklin lead pass to his teammate Welch. Welch strong and goes to the line as he is fouled by Orbaugh. By the way, I think that Armand's mother is here. She got thrown out of the earlier game. We're all kind of having a little fun with it, and I don't blame her. Moms yell about their kids, and Armand went down with an injury, and free throw was good. She was upset, no problem there. Second. It's making its rounds on social media, I understand that. So 4 now by Welch. And it is a 1-point ball game. Thompson gets it across the timeline. Trying to get the screen is Childress. Turns it over. Layup at the other end. No good by Welch. And the rebound by Childress. The Eagles get the ball back after their turnover. Vernon will now find Scales on the right elbow. Scales backs it away, guarded out front by James Franklin. By the way, Zionsville 2 turnovers. No turnovers for the Irish as of yet. 5:20 to go. Crossover by Scales. Gets the screen by Orbaugh. Back inside to Orbaugh. Turns, shoots, and hits it. Hogan Orbaugh. Anything they get out of their post players is a plus for the Eagles. 5 minutes to go. Cathedral basketball. Good look at Comer. Again, just a freshman, plays like a senior. Drive by Franklin. In the corner, three-pointer by Hensley. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Scales. Here come the Eagles. That is Thompson again across the timeline. Gets the screen by Orbaugh. Now Thompson will back it out again at midcourt. 4:39 to go in the opening period of play. 7-4 Zionsville. Thompson almost step back, look for the three. Gives it up once again to Childress, and then Thompson will get it back. Here's the three on the way by Thompson. Good. He is another one of those players that knows no limits on his shooting ability. There's a travel, no whistle, turnover by Cathedral. That's their first. Back the other way, Childress, and a blocking foul, basket good by Childress. Great start by Zionsville here tonight. Isaiah Thompson with 3. And now Childress will go to the line. He'll try to complete the three-point play. Armand Franklin is the culprit on the foul. That's his first. Childress. And all of a sudden, we're talking about a 9-point lead and timeout by the Fighting Irish. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Zionsville 13, Cathedral 4.
Wish me luck, we've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
We're back at the Tiernan Center. Good start here tonight by the Eagles of Zionsville as they lead it by 9 here in the opening quarter of play. Championship game of the 2018 Bob Wettig Memorial Tournament. See what the Irish will do now after they get the quick timeout with head coach Jason Delaney. Off the screen in the corner is Hensley. They'll work it back now to James Franklin at the left elbow. Armand Franklin working the post right at the free throw line against this zone. Here's Welch, short. Armand rebound. Floater away, got it. That one fading away by Armand Franklin. He gets his first 2. And it's now a 7-point lead. Orbaugh high post off now to Thompson. Thompson gets the screen again by Orbaugh. And now Orbaugh will clear away with Thompson trying to break it down on Comer. On the sideline, ball loose in the lane after the pass from Scales. Turnover, Zionsville. Here come the Irish, blocked by Orbaugh. That was Comer trying to lay it in. Orbaugh, 6'9", gets the block. Scales loses it. 4th turnover. Back the other way. Here's James Franklin. Missed the layup. Armand tips it up, and he'll go to the line, I do believe, after the first attempt. So the foul on Zionsville. They're going to get Childress on the foul. That's his first. Team foul number 2. Here is Armand Franklin. He misses the front of 2. 13-6, 3:02 remaining here in the opening quarter. Slow start for the Irish. They have too many weapons to let that opening few minutes bother them. They're just darn good basketball team. In fact, both these teams very, very good. They're going to make a deep run in the tournament this year. Thompson now for Zionsville across the timeline. Orbaugh with the screen. He'll reset on the low block left. Thompson once again controlling it out front. Irish sagging down in the defense, and then he fires it up and misses. He thought he got fouled. No whistle. Ball will go out of bounds, and I believe we're going to stay here. Scales may have been the last one to touch it. And then Isaiah Thompson talking to the outside official about getting fouled that time by Tayshawn Comer. Off the inbound, Thompson into Scales again. Scales and traveling call. 5th turnover now by the Eagles. And now the Irish will have the basketball. Here's Hensley on the left wing. Coming out on the guard, Vernon. The drive, boy, you hear a smack right there, and that's off the leg of Comer. And out of bounds, turnover by Cathedral. That'll be their second turnover. So back-to-back turnovers, first by the Irish, and take that back by the Eagles and then by the Irish. Here's Thompson. High screen by Vernon. Boy, Vernon rolls again. In fact, he has position underneath, and we've got I don't know if that's a 5-second call. Looks like it was. They called a 5-second call. I thought that was kind of quick. 6 turnovers now by the Eagles. Well, one thing about you watch Vernon, he gets that little slip screen. They need to get him the basketball when they can. In the corner, James Franklin, shot fake. Ball loose, nearly turned over, picked up by Hensley. On the drive is Welch. In the corner, Franklin. His three no good. Armand missing that one. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll stay here with Cathedral. 1:58 remaining here in the first quarter. Now they'll separate Scales and Ross Welch. They were getting too comfortable down there together. Off the screen, here's Hensley. James Franklin, power dribble to the basket. Can't get the roll. Ball tipped by Vernon. Here comes Thompson and the Eagles back the other way. Thompson down the lane with the left hand. No, and he'll get fouled. So Isaiah Thompson will go to the line. 1:43 remaining here in the first quarter. 13-7 Zionsville. Thompson with 5, and he'll be there for 2. Back to a 7-point lead. Moments ago, we saw Bloomington South place 3rd in the tournament. Got off to a huge lead against Richmond before the Red Devils made a rally in the fourth quarter and really did make a game of it. Gunnar Vanetta is coming to the ball game, the 6'10 junior now for the Eagles. So they just get bigger off the bench. 8-point lead, Irish basketball. Here's Comer. Tag in the left wing. Armand off the high screen. Nothing there as he got wide open on the look and misses the shot once again. So Armand Franklin missing a couple of early ones here. He has 3. Here's Thompson with the basketball. Right-hand drive, feeds underneath. And the reverse layup good. That is Childress. He didn't have a great angle, but he's still able to score. Irish quickly pushed the tempo back into the half court. Franklin on the drive, double teamed, and he'll get fouled. Vanetta was there at 6'10", and then you had Childress at 6'6" coming over to try to help. And so Armand Franklin will go to the line for 2. 1:03 remaining in the first quarter. Armand is now 1 of 3 from the line. 10-point lead here in the first. Official making sure that all of the Irish players have those little drawstrings put in. That's a huge deal. You think, and again, I'm not trying to pick on him, but you got better things to do than worry about those little drawstrings. Yeah, I know. Second free throw is good. Yeah, you don't get your pinky hurt. Armand, 4 points. I'm sure I'll hear from an official. Oh, that's part of the dress code, yada, yada, yada. Under a minute remaining. Here is Thompson. Pull up, fadeaway jumper, rims in and out. Rebound Franklin. That is James Franklin on the run. James will take it himself. He gets tripped up, and a foul called on the Eagles. Zionsville fans that are here, they don't like that call. Isaiah Thompson will pick up his first. 43.1 to go. Irish will inbound the basketball on the baseline. Armand Franklin deep in the right corner will bring it out, and there's a matchup you'll like between Thompson and Franklin. Here's Armand at the top. Right side, pull-up jumper, Comer, good. The freshman, Comer, gets his first 2. Had a really good game earlier today against Richmond. 23 seconds remaining in the opening period of play. Thompson across the timeline, hands off now to Childress. And now Childress backs it up near midcourt. He's guarded there by Comer. Childress down the lane, 6-foot frame, or should say the 6'6" frame, getting open near the rim, and he'll get fouled. So Comer picks up the foul. And that'll put Childress at the line for 2. Childress with 5, now make it 6, back to an 8-point lead. 8.9 seconds remaining. Second free throw no good. Armand Franklin high to get the rebound. Comer. Baseball pass, James Franklin. Opposite side for 3, no good. Ball tipped, and that'll do it for the first period. Zionsville off to a good start. Slow start for Cathedral. After the opening period of play, Zionsville leading it by 8.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
It will be Fighting Irish basketball as we begin this second quarter of play. Zionsville stays in their zone, and the Irish will now work it around the perimeter. That is Comer with the basketball at the circle, bouncing now to Grant Tagg, who has checked in. Ball loose. Turnover by the Irish. That is their third. Here is Vernon. And now it's Thompson across the timeline. He's checked out front by Tagg. Again, just underway here in the second quarter. Good look here at Childress. Behind the back dribble. Childress driving. Fades away. Still able to score. Childress, nice touch around the basket. Back to a 10-point lead now for Zionsville. Hensley deep in the corner. He'll be replaced there by Tagg, and now Armand works it around the perimeter. Here is Comer from the corner. No. Ball tipped in the air and a whistle and a foul. See who they got here. Was that? They got Vernon. And they're going to call that a two-shot foul, and that will put Hensley at the line for the 2 shots. Zionsville making a change as we will see Wiedner come in, number 4. Armand Franklin, Tagg down there as well. Also in the ball game, James Franklin, Tayshawn Comer, and they're not very big. Second free throw is missed, so the Irish going a little bit smaller. In fact, their biggest player right now is Hensley at 6'4". Here's Thompson across the timeline. On the wing, good look at Childress again. He'll take it himself, 16-footer straight away, rims in and out, no. Rebound, big guy inside. That is Orbaugh, then tipped up again by Childress. Rebounding edge right now belonging to Zionsville. 3 the other way. Tagg can't get it to go. Armand Franklin the rebound. James Franklin backs it up. It'll be Armand once again. Back to James. Down the lane. He'll find Comer on the wing. Shot no good. Irish stay cold early. Rebound by Thompson. And here come the Eagles once again, trying to build on an 11-point lead here in the second quarter. Boy, Orbaugh, nice roll inside, and he missed a layup. Thompson deserves an assist on that one. Here come the Irish. Comer misses. Tipped up and good by Franklin. Armand Franklin. And we've got a timeout on the floor once again. This time it'll be Cathedral with the timeout. 6 minutes remaining here in the second.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
Back at the Tiernan Center championship game here tonight. Great to have you with us. Final game of the entire tournament of 32 games, and we are now down to the last game here at the Tiernan Center. Zionsville and Cathedral. Here's the drive by Childress. Off the glass, good. And Childress having an excellent ball game. The lead is at 11, and we've got a whistle and a turnover by James Franklin. So the Irish turn it over for the fourth time. .5:43 remaining before halftime. An 11-point lead, and Cathedral cold early in this one. Isaiah Thompson, 7 points. But it is Nathan Childress who has made the difference. Childress against Armand Franklin. The up and under, got another one. And he is on fire here in the first half. 13-point lead now for the Eagles. Armand Franklin will find Comer at the left wing. Comer, skip pass and a dangerous pass as Hensley able to skip away from the defender as he'll bring it back outside once again to Armand Franklin. He'll set up for three, no good. One and done, rebound by Childress. Right now, Childress, the MVP of this ball game. 14 points by Childress here in the first half. Thompson and a hand check foul on Tayshawn Comer. So Isaiah Thompson with 7 points. Nathan Childress with 14. Into the ball game now will be Ross Welch, and that'll put Comer on the bench with 2 fouls. We may not see him for the remainder of the first half. This again will be Thompson at the point. Scales off the cut. Once again, Childress on the left. Orbaugh, nice up and under with the left hand. Now he makes that shot, but he missed a layup a moment ago, but nice way to come back for Orbaugh. Hogan with now 4 points, the 6'9 senior. 28-13. James Franklin rims in and out. Rebound once again by Childress. Zionsville basketball, the Irish again. Cold early here in the first half, and what do we have? A carry on Childress. Tried to come back with the left hand, it just got under him a little bit. That'll be the 7th turnover by Zionsville. Jake Ritter is coming into the lineup, and that'll give Childress a chance to get a break, but an excellent first half by Childress thus far with 14 points. Down to 4 minutes and change here in the first half of play. At the top, here's Welch for three, off the back of the iron. Long rebound by Peter Moe, who has checked in. Moe, the 6'7 freshman, getting his first rebound of the ball game. James Franklin now will find Armand Franklin. Shot fake, pull-up jumper, missed another one. Irish stay cold. Long rebound, Scales. Scales heads the other way. Scales a collision and an offensive foul. So Scales a little bit out of control. Picks up his first. That'll be the 8th turnover now by the Eagles. And now Brandon Vernon will check in. So Vernon back inside, giving the Eagles some rebounding power once again, though they've been pretty much making the Irish one and done here in the first half. 3:40 to go. Irish basketball, James Franklin. Once again, Hensley back to Franklin. Drives, floater on the way. Good. Boy, did they need that one. James Franklin, his first 2 points. Back to a 13-point lead. Zionsville basketball here in the second quarter. Thompson, been quiet lately, got 7 quick. And it's been Childress ever since. Orbaugh, nothing there. It'll be Thompson. He'll fire the three and miss that one wide to the left, and a rebounding foul called against the Eagles. Orbaugh picks up the foul. Now, one of the factors in a game like this is the second game of the day for both these teams. It is the 4th game in 3 days. So you know the legs aren't quite where they generally would be in a normal Friday or Saturday night. Peter Moe will go to the line now as we're in the bonus. 7 fouls now against Zionsville. Moe again, a 6'7 freshman at the line for the first time. And he makes the first and will get another, 28-16. A lot of people think that even at 16, 17, 18 years old, it's easy to play 4 games in 3 days. Believe me, it's not when you play some of the competition that we've had in this tournament. So Peter Moe will hit both. And you start to feel it again, especially if you've not stayed here and you've been traveling, and I'm sure both these teams have been doing a little bit of traveling over the last couple of days as well. You get a little bit tired. Here is Vernon, the three-pointer. He's not afraid to launch it from anywhere, but he missed badly on that one. Vernon looking over at his head coach, Sean Busick, after that shot. But he's hit some big shots in this tournament from outside. Here's James Franklin, lost it, stolen by Isaiah Thompson. Thompson will take it himself, and he's going to draw the foul, and that'll go against Ross Welch. Thompson able to draw the defender in and get to the free throw line. 2:37 to go now here in the second quarter. Well documented. Thompson again going to Purdue, and Armand Franklin going to IU. 8 points now by Thompson. Coming into the ball game, Cam Jordan now for the Fighting Irish. Jordan, a 5'11 sophomore. Second free throw now by Thompson. And he is perfect on both. 9 points now by Thompson. Lead back to 13. Here's Armand Franklin at the midcourt circle. Guarded there by Thompson. IU against Purdue. James Franklin, shot fake in the corner. Back to Armand. Back to James on the left wing. There's your screen by Peter Moe. Back out to Armand. This time it'll be Scales. Armand back to James. Nowhere to drive on the baseline. Ball tipped in the air. Turnover by the Fighting Irish. Back the other way in a tomahawk dunk by Childress. 16 points now by Childress. Fifth turnover by the Fighting Irish. And it is all Zionsville now here in the first half. Good look at Armand Franklin. Baseline drive, draws a triple team. The kick out and the three. That's going to be missed by Hensley. Rebounded by Scales. And the Irish continue to struggle from the outside here in the first half. That is Thompson trying to make the drive there on Jordan. Gets the high screen. Thompson feeds it off down to Scales. Scales, nice pass inside. Layup is missed. Tip is missed. Once again getting the offensive rebound and a foul call. Boy, Zionsville's Ben Alcock ended up with 2 big offensive rebounds, but how he missed that layup the first time. If you are Isaiah Thompson, he's had 2 assists completely wiped out. One by Orbaugh, the other one by Alcock. Alcock owes him an assist. Childress will hand off to Thompson. 1:17 remaining. Childress against Armand Franklin. Childress, fadeaway jumper, no good. Ball tipped up by Scales. And then, I'll tell you what, this is just an offensive rebounding clinic put on by the Eagles. A jump ball is called, but they're getting every offensive rebound in the last 2 possessions. Now 1:08 remaining before halftime. Childress against Franklin again. Trying to back Franklin down, and they're going to get Armand with the knee. So Armand Franklin picks up his second foul, and here's Childress. 16 points by Childress. Now make it 17. Second free throw. Gets them both. Boy, what a game he is having here in the first half. 18 points now by Childress. Armand Franklin at the right elbow. The high screen by Moe. Here's James Franklin. Well, that zone defense really extended. You see how far they're out. Here's Armand for 3. Missed it. Boy, they just can't hit the outside shot here in this first half. Rebound Childress once again. And here's Thompson with a right-hand dribble. Driving down the lane with a left hand. Good. Everything now going for Zionsville in a 19-point lead. Now 11 points for Thompson. 2 players in double figures now for Zionsville here in the first half. 18 seconds remaining. That is James Franklin with the dribble out front. They're going to play for one. See what Coach Delaney has in store here for Armand Franklin. Deep in the left corner, back to James Franklin. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. The drive by Cam Jordan. He got it off in time, and they finish it with a bucket. And boy, Cathedral needed that at the end of the first half. We're at halftime of the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Zionsville 36 and Cathedral 19.
Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft-Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond. Are you looking for the right place to work out? A place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond. Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond.
Indiana University East is growing. Enrollment has doubled since 2007, and IU East is the university of choice in this region. With athletic programs, internship opportunities, bachelor's and master's degrees, and a growing number of degree programs on campus and online, it is easy to see why IU East is a leader on campus and in the community. Learn more about the many opportunities Indiana University East offers at iue.edu. IU. Focused on you.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back them better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
We're back here at the Tiernan Center. It is halftime, 36-19. Your halftime report brought to you by your Richmond area Subways. Reminder, each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Thursday, the Italian BMT, Friday, the tuna, and Saturday, one of my favorites, the Black Forest ham. Treat yourself at Subway 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. All right, first half scoring. Let's go with Cathedral, and they really struggled shooting-wise in the first half. They were led in the scoring department by Armand Franklin with 6. 2 points by James Franklin. Cam Jordan with 2. Ross Welch with 4. Tayshawn Comer with 2. And Peter Moe with 2. The Irish turned the ball over 5 times in the first half, but it was the lack of rebounding and also the lack of outside shooting that hurt the Irish in the first half. Zionsville led by Nathan Childress. What a great first half he had on all sides of the basketball game tonight. 18 points as Childress leading the way for the Eagles. Isaiah Thompson with 11, Hogan Orbaugh with 4, and Brandon Vernon with 3 in the first half. Zionsville maybe the only thing they'll have to work on in the second half, taking care of the basketball. They finished with 8 turnovers in the first half of play. So now Zionsville, they are 16 minutes away from wrapping up the championship and defeating the defending champions, the Irish of Cathedral, here at the 12th annual Bob Wettig Memorial Tournament. Second half action coming up in a moment right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Greatest thing ever happened for Oscar Robertson. You learn to compete.
Basketball in Indiana has a special legacy. It starts with the coaches, develops with the fans, and ends with an amazing community support.
I think one of these days when you're done and you're retired and you kind of shelve that piece of your life, you can look back and be like, wow, that's really incredible.
To play in a state tournament, to be able to play in college, to be able to coach high school girls, and then to be able to see my son coach, basketball has been my life.
Any opportunity I got to play basketball, I played it. You know, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I love doing, and still today I love the game.
And every time Dad put me in, I think as a freshman, sophomore, there was booing. And then the exciting turnaround when I was a junior and senior, every time he took me out, he got booed. So those were fun times.
Basketball got me an education. Got me to be a worldly person as far as reading articles. Got me to be artistic and understand the cultures of the world, the ballet, the opera. It just opened up your whole mind and thoughts about things other than what you can reach out and touch.
Because I never dreamed of going to college, and basketball gave me the opportunity to not only go to college but play professional ball, and I've been around it my whole life. I'm 58 now, and I've been involved for a lot of years.
Where else can you walk around? I'm a 65-year-old man, and people say, George, oh, I remember you in '69 with your high school state championship team. I saw you at Butler. I mean, it's incredible. This is the only place here in Indiana that happens.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally. to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
We're back at the Tiernan Center. Thanks for being with us. Zionsville again on top, 36-19, as we're ready for the third quarter. Reminder for many of you that are probably not even Richmond fans, you can always come back and check out our website, radiotroy.com. We do sports each and every day, even through the holidays. We were thinking the last time that I had a day off, it was September the 4th of 2010. I've been working every day for 9 straight years, morning, noon, and night. Wah, I know. All right, here we go. Basketball in Indiana, we've seen some great games, and we've got 2 very good teams going at it here tonight. It's been a treat to watch the Eagles and the Irish through their first several games, and now here in the championship. Bloomington South, as we said a little bit ago, very, very good basketball team. They were fun to watch. If I'm a college scout, I'm here. And, of course, the Hall of Fame Classic going on in Newcastle as well. But this one very, very close to being as good as that tournament. Zionsville foul will be called on Isaiah Thompson. That'll be his second. Fighting Irish basketball stolen away by Childress. Childress 2-on-2 break, and Scales lays it in at the other end. Nice play again by Nathan Childress. Scales on the board for the first time tonight. Here's a three-pointer by Hensley, good. And they're going to need more of that. By the way, 6 turnovers now by the Irish. Hensley, his first basket. Back to a 16-point lead now for Zionsville. Thompson will find Vernon on the right wing. Vernon drives baseline, kicks it out. Here's Childress, another 3, no good. Long rebound. That'll be Comer. Comer, little hesitation, drives, feeds it to Armand Franklin. Got the defenders in the air and then laid it in. 8 points by Armand Franklin. And it's now a 14-point lead. We saw Richmond in the first game make a nice run in the second half against Bloomington South, and now the Irish are hoping to do the same thing in this game against Zionsville. Isaiah Thompson, nice drive and contact, and they're going to call an offensive foul. Third foul on Thompson. I think he caught one in the mouth and might be bleeding, so they may have to check him out. Let's see. Well, there was plenty of contact at the top of a contract. Hey, you can tell when you've done 21 games. I hope that wasn't a tooth that he just threw over here. He threw something over here. I don't know if it was a piece of tape or what, but I'm hoping it wasn't a tooth. Isaiah Thompson, he is going to stay in, but I was about ready to say there was a lot of contact at the beginning of that drive to the basket. But Cathedral will have the basketball. Here's Comer. James Franklin back to Comer. Comer's played better earlier today, not really involved offensively yet until right there again. And all of a sudden it's a 12-point ball game. Comer now with 4. Better start for the third quarter shooting-wise by the Fighting Irish. Here is Thompson for 3. That ball gets stuck between the rim and the backboard. We have seen that 3 times in this tournament here, and Zionsville, they're going to talk about it. Off to a little bit of a slow start here in the third, but the Eagles still lead it by 12.
New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of this serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
By the way, if you saw our camera take a little dip there, our camera operator is a little drunk here, I think. Yeah, every once in a while you get this late in a 3-day tournament, you see the flask come out. The next thing you know, they're taking a real quick swig before they get back to the operation of the camera. And we were talking a little bit during the break that, soft as the basketball is these days, that thing gets stuck quite often between the rim and the backboard. Here's Vernon, downtown three. They called the timeout. Zionsville set it up for Vernon. Big three-pointer there for the Eagles, and now the Fighting Irish get it back. Armand Franklin leads in, basket good, and the foul on Orbaugh, his third. Well, if you're Cathedral, you're going to need more of that as Orbaugh comes out with the 3 fouls. 5:59 remaining here in the third quarter. They haven't come with Vanetta, the 6'10 junior, so they'll get smaller. Speaking of Zionsville, Armand Franklin hits the free throw, 41-29. Here's Thompson in the corner, three-pointer on the way, good. That is Wiedner for 3. He just came into the ball game, and Zionsville comes right back, hits another big basket. That shot no good. Fighting Irish able to get it back. Here is Armand. Fadeaway shot on the way, good. Now he's starting to heat up a little bit. 7 points in the second half by Franklin. He now has 13. Under 5:30 to go here in the third. This is Thompson, the screen by Vernon. Zionsville works it out of the corner once again. You see the Irish really amping up their defensive intensity here in the third quarter. Good look at Childress. And a foul call against Ross Welch. Picked up his second. Childress will go to the line for 2. Childress has missed just once at the free throw line here tonight. Currently 4 of 5, now 5 of 6. Back to a 14-point lead. Childress with 19, and he will come short on the second one, rebounded by James Franklin. So now the Fighting Irish with the basketball, down by 14 in the third. Here's a 3 on the way by Hensley. That's no good. Rebound by Welch. Put back, no. Might have been partially blocked underneath by Childress. Here come the Eagles once again. Thompson will fire and hit it. Big-time 3 once again by Thompson. 14 now by Thompson. Boy, he's got some range. We've seen him hit some big-time shots here in this tournament. And then coming back a 3 the other way, Ross Welch. 7 points by Welch. Now 14-point lead for the Eagles. Childress coming over right next to his head coach, Busick. Busick said something to him right there as Vernon receives, and he hits a 3. Boy, we saw Vernon early in the tournament hit some big-time shots back the other way. Short on that shot by Comer as the Irish trying to convert quickly. Once again, Zionsville basketball. This is Childress sizing up his defender, drives, right hand, no, and we've got a foul again on the Irish, and that's going to go against Ross Welch. Welch just picked up number 4. He heads all the way to the bench in front of his head coach, Jason Delaney. And here's Childress at the line. Boy, Childress now with 20 points. Take that back. Yep, it is 20 at 18 in the first half. Childress with number 2. Can't get it. And we're under 4 minutes here in the third. Armand Franklin again across the 10-second line. They'll work it left side. Again to Armand. Skip pass, and the shot by James Franklin is missed. Could take that back. That's Grant Tagg who has checked into the ball game for the Irish. 3:37. Here's Scales. Childress has Armand Franklin on him. Here's Scales, powers it up and scores. And it is all of a sudden a 20-point lead here in the third quarter for Zionsville. Cathedral basketball. James Franklin at the top. Here's Comer. His pull-up jumper good. Comer now with 6. Eagles basketball with 3 minutes remaining in the third. Thompson with 14 points. Big three a moment ago, drives and then turns it over. 9th turnover by Zionsville, and as we head the other way, ball knocked out of bounds. Good hustle on defense by the Eagles. That is only the first turnover by the Eagles here in the third quarter. So now it'll be Cathedral basketball. Armand Franklin. See if he'll put it in play and then dash to that corner and get it back, or will he post up? He does go to the corner, but the basketball comes back outside to Comer. Comer on the drive, blocked by Vernon. Ball goes out of bounds and will stay right here. They will be announcing the all-tournament team and presenting the hardware following this game. We'll be long gone by then. We got things to do. 2:43, and we've got a foul away from the basketball. I think they ended up getting Vernon. Vernon, 9 points, all 3-pointers here in this championship game. He just again picked up his second, team foul number 4 on Zionsville. Comer driving and got it. He went by Thompson. Comer now with 8 points, 6 points in this third. Zionsville basketball leading at 54-38. Wiedner drives, feeds inside, look out, tomahawk dunk by Childress. What a pass and what a finish by Childress. Could not have scripted that one any better. 56-38. Here's a three from the right side. That's going to be good. Grant Tegg hits the shot. His first basket of the ball game now for Cathedral. And a foul call. They're going to get Tegg on the foul. 1:59 remaining in the third. And still a 15-point lead here for Zionsville. Boy, how about that dunk by Childress? Well, that was really nice. You got to love a good dunk. Especially when you see Childress the way he is playing tonight. He's the MVP of this championship game right at this point. Scales posting nothing there. Foul, and that'll be, see if they got Hensley. So Hensley picks up the foul. Each team with 4. 1:47 remaining in the third. Thompson off the inbound. Vernon trying to post. Thompson pulls up. Can't get it. Rebound Scales. Wait a minute. And I think we have a foul call against Zionsville. They're going to get Vernon. He just picked up his third. Hogan Orbach comes in. And Vernon will sit down. I didn't see the foul by Vernon. So now the Irish will have the basketball with the last 1:38 to go here in the third quarter. Comer will find James Franklin, his three-pointer off the front of the rim. There's another rebound by Childress. Here come the Eagles. Thompson draws contact, feeds out to Wiedner for 3, no good, and the rebound by Tegg. Back the other way, Irish on the run. Lead pass, Armand Franklin. Little drive inside and good. Franklin finishes it. Franklin, those 2 long strides to get to the basket. Here's Childress. Childress on the way. He got hit on the arm, no whistle. Here come the Irish. And down the lane is James Franklin, no good. Rebound Orbach, Franklin on the foul. I'm Sean Busick. I'm not happy with the official that didn't make that call. There's no doubt Childress got slapped on the arm. Childress doesn't miss that badly. That's how you look at it. If he would have been a bad shooter, then that's one thing, and a bad shooter overall, but you could tell he got hit on the arm. 47 seconds to go. Wiedner down the lane, and we've got an offensive foul. Good position by James Franklin. So Ben will pick up the foul. 44.2 seconds remaining now in this third quarter, and believe it or not, just as bad as Cathedral has played, at least from the shooting side, they're still in this game, only down by 13. 38 seconds remaining. That is Comer coming right in front of his head coach, Jason Delaney. They're going to play for one right here. Eagles will stay in their zone. They're going to match up, make sure they've got the two shooters covered on the left. One of those Armand Franklin deep in the left corner. James Franklin also to the left. And holding the basketball is Tayshawn Comer. Clock down to 8 seconds. Comer to make his move down the lane, scores. 2 seconds remaining. Orbaugh fires it, and that will do it for the third quarter. We will head to the fourth on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Zionsville holding on to an 11-point lead right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994.
So it will be Cathedral basketball as we begin the fourth quarter of this championship matchup. Cathedral hanging right in there, down by 11 with the basketball. Hensley to Comer, the drive, the feed. Armand back to James, the drive down the lane. James Franklin finishes it. And here come the Fighting Irish, down by 9. James Franklin now with 4. Scales across the timeline. Scales now reversing direction, back out front now to Childress. And now the Eagles slow down the pace a little bit right here. Thompson, you see Isaiah Thompson now trying to get loose on that right wing. Childress will still have it with the dribble near midcourt, just outside of the Zionsville bench. See who they're trying to clear right here. That is Vernon coming off the top. Thompson trying to get free. Thompson takes the bump there from Hensley. 7 minutes to go now. The turn by Childress. Childress, little floater, no. And the rebound, James Franklin. He goes out of bounds, and they're going to give it back to the Eagles, and I'm not sure if Franklin got pushed or not, but boy, his momentum took him right out of bounds. So Zionsville will keep it here. And this possession off the inbound. Thompson to the right. Childress. Here is Orbaugh losing it. And we've got a traveling call on Orbaugh. Childress was open out front. Zionsville with their 10th turnover. If you kick that outside, Childress may have had a decent look right there. Here's Comer. This could become interesting. Irish basketball. Comer gets the screen. Comer on the drive in the lane. Good. Boy, he is good. Just a freshman. It is a 7-point ball game now for Zionsville. Here's Isaiah Thompson. Vernon sets the high screen. Thompson between the circles looking right. It'll be Childress. Guard against Teg. The drive. Childress feeds to Orbaugh. He's going to get fouled, and that'll be James Franklin. So Orbaugh will go to the line for the first time. 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Orbaugh 4 points way back in the opening quarter. Able to hit the free throw. 57-49. One more here for Orbaugh. So now back to a 9-point lead. Irish basketball. Right now, Tayshawn Comer kind of taking over this game. Here's a 3 on the way by Hensley. Good. Big bucket by Hensley. 6-point ball game. Hensley with his second three-pointer. Here is Thompson on the drive. Fadeaway, no. And Scales the rebound. Put back, yes. Anthony Scales, big rebound in the putback. Here we go the other way. Comer blocked by Scales. Ball loose. Turnover Zionsville. Here's a three from the left wing. That's good. Armand Franklin for three. And it is now a 5-point ball game. Coach Busick trying to settle his team down a little bit as they see this lead slip away. It was 20 points earlier. It is now 5. Here's Childress. 1-4 low except for Thompson on this near sideline. You see right in front of the Zionsville bench, and kind of seems like the Eagles a little discombobulated offensively. No flow right at the moment. It's been that way for a while. Here's Thompson and the block at midcourt. That'll go against Hensley. Coach Delaney and the Irish staff didn't like that call, but we're now in the one and bonus for Isaiah Thompson. 14 points by Thompson. This is his third trip to the line. He is 4 for 4 here tonight. 5:05 remaining. Back to a 6-point lead. Childress need to get him going again. This has become a ball game now here in the fourth quarter as Thompson hits both. Now down to 5 minutes remaining. Zionsville crowd that's here wanting their team to play defense and hoping to give them some energy. Armand Franklin takes the high pass, kicks it back outside. Here's James Franklin from Comer. Comer, a penetrator. We've seen him do it quite often. Almost threw it away. James Franklin on the spin, throws it up off the glass, and a foul call. That may be Anthony Scales. So Scales picks up his second. Either way, we're in a bonus situation both ways. James Franklin is at the line for the two-shot foul. 4:39 remaining now here in the fourth. This for James is his first trip to the free throw line here tonight. (62-56). It wasn't that long ago we were talking about a 20-point lead for the Eagles, and it has since slipped away, and they're trying to hold on here in the fourth quarter. Defending champions, the Fighting Irish of Cathedral, are not going to go away quietly. Timeout on the floor. 62-57 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
For over a century, Richmond Power & Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power & Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power & Light. Together we make powerful partners.
Well, this one, like the last game, really becoming a ball game. The Richmond Red Devils ended up finishing fourth, but Bloomington South gave away a big lead, and eventually they win that third-place championship or third-place trophy, and Richmond made a nice comeback, and we're seeing the Fighting Irish do the same thing here in the championship game. Well, you kind of knew most teams will have at least good teams will have some sort of a run for you. It's just a matter if the opposing team can survive that run, and Zionsville has seen their offensive flow kind of change a little bit here in the fourth quarter. This is Thompson off to Scales. Of course, give the Irish a little bit of credit, too. Their defense is amped up a lot more. Scales kicks it in the corner to Vernon for three, way short. He has come up short on a couple of shots here tonight. 9 points by Scales. Armand Franklin to James Franklin, and a reach by Vernon before the shot. And Brandon Vernon just picked up his fourth. if you are the Fighting Irish, you don't mind this too much. You get a chance to put points on the board while the clock is off. James Franklin back once again. Just hit 2 free throws and a chance to go back for 2 more. There's the front end of the 1-and-1. 7 points now by James Franklin. It was Tayshawn Comer, though, that really came alive here in the second half. 10 points. Hensley had 6, but again, Armand Franklin just kind of steadily putting points on the board here in the second half as well. Second free throw is good, and it is a 3-point ball game. Halfway through the fourth. We've had 3 overtime games in this tournament, or is it 4? Maybe 4. One of them a triple overtime game. We've had a double and triple overtime matchup in this tournament. And what do we got? We've got a foul call against the Eagles. That's going to go against Isaiah Thompson, and boy, that's number 3 on Thompson, so he'll have to be careful. And now the Fighting Irish can tie it up with a 3 right here. And there's a travel. Comer took the extra step. 7th turnover now by the Irish. By the way, Armand Franklin, 18 points. Kind of quietly leading the way for the Fighting Irish in this one, down to 3:36, and we're now what you would officially call crunch time, 62-59. We're under the 4-minute mark here in the final period. Nice pass to Orbaugh. Layup good, give the assist to Childress. Big bucket for the Eagles. Orbaugh able to finish, 5-point lead. Here's a 3 by Hensley, good. Hensley, a sharpshooter there for the Irish. That is his 3rd three-pointer, 64-62. Eagles on top with the basketball. Here's Thompson, spin move, the drive, double teamed, misses, put back, no, and he's going to go to the line. Great move by Isaiah Thompson. And he will go to the line for 2 shots right here. Armand Franklin just picked up his 3rd. And now Thompson, 2 big free throws here for the Eagles, and he missed the front of 2. That is his first miss from the free throw line. 16 points by Thompson. He'll be back in for 1 more. And he will get that one. So, 1 possession, Gabe, under 3 minutes remaining here in the 4th. Championship game here in Richmond. Fighting Irish basketball. That is Comer out front. Scales on the guard. The kick to James Franklin. 3-pointer no good. And Scales with a rebound. 2:37 remaining. Boy, Franklin had a really good look that time for the Fighting Irish. Here's Thompson now with a left-hand dribble between the legs. Spins with it. Thompson. Double pump. Good. Big bucket by Thompson. Back to a 5-point lead. Thompson now with 19 points. Here's James Franklin down the lane and good. Franklin coming back, getting a big basket for Cathedral. Down to 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th. Thompson with the basketball, backs it away, and now the guard by Comer. Everybody clearing out. Thompson, the kick in the corner. Wiedner all by himself, airballed it. Rebound Scales, the kick out. Down the lane, Childress. Contact, offensive foul. So Childress just picked up his 2nd turnover. Zionsville, you'd love to see that one again. And I'm sure anybody that goes back and watches the game may look at that play right there. So now Cathedral basketball. 1:46 remaining. Comer lets it roll across the timeline, and now Scales will be called for the foul as he ran over the top of Teg, and we'll go to the line. That is one of the tougher calls in basketball for an official many times, depending on where the player's positioned and the contact? Is it above the circle, the half circle? Is it a player positioned inside the semicircle? Whatever the case may be, we've got a timeout on the floor. 1:43 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Zionsville on top of Cathedral, 67-64.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120.
Well, I'll tell you what, this one has turned out to be a pretty good ball game as well, the way that Cathedral has come back here tonight, making it a 3-point game. They were down by 20. If I'm not mistaken, at one point it was 55-35. And then just piece by piece, here come the Fighting Irish. So now we will head to the free throw line. Grant Tague will be there, 3 points for the junior. And again, 1:43 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Misses the front one. So he'll get one more chance to make it a 2-point ball game. Still a one possession. Second free throw. Much better stroke on the second, and there you have it, a 2-point game. And now Cathedral will apply pressure to the basketball. Zionsville trying to hold on here. Here's Childress. Got contact by Tague, no whistle, and that'll be Thompson. Clock down to 1:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thompson draws the double team, splits that double team, gets it off to Childress out front near the circle. Childress nearly losing control. Childress falls, and wait a minute, I think we got a foul right there. Wow. That's a tough call against Cathedral. They're going to say Grant Tague tripped Childress, but it looked like to me Childress kind of fell over his own 2 feet. That's a tough call against Coach Delaney and the Fighting Irish. So now Childress at the line. That's a couple of big free throws right here with 1:20 remaining. Childress now unofficially 23 points, make it 24. So that call, a big call as well against Cathedral. 1:20 remaining, 69-65. Ball rolling all the way almost to the three-point circle. Here is your point guard who has led the way, Comer. Back down to Armand Franklin. That's an air ball by Franklin, saved by James Franklin. Back to Comer. Second chance now for Cathedral. Here is the kickback from Hensley to Armand, three-pointer. Well, that's a huge possession there for Cathedral. That was an air ball first, saved by James Franklin. Armand gives it up to his right. Hensley starts to maybe go for the shot, kicks it back to Armand Franklin. He buries the three. We've got a 1-point ball game with 58.3 seconds remaining. That shows you why you never give up on a play, and that's exactly what James Franklin did. He made that whole thing possible by going after that loose basketball and keeping it alive. So now, 58.3 to go. Both teams a full timeout here in this fourth quarter. Isaiah Thompson with 19 points. We'd mentioned already 24 points unofficially by Childress. Armand Franklin, 2, 4, 6, 7, 10, 15. He has 21. James Franklin, 2, 4, 6, 8. He has 10. 12 points by Comer. 9 points by Hensley. But Armand Franklin, we've seen both Thompson and Franklin hit some big shots. That's why they're going to Purdue and IU. On the inbound, Eagles basketball. Now the strategy, see what each club will do right here. Here's Thompson. Thompson just across the timeline. Will the Irish trap? They will, but Childress gets rid of it quickly. Now to Thompson. Here's Thompson, gets bumped by Comer. That's the third foul now by Comer. And we're going to go to the line now here in Isaiah Thompson. This is a double bonus. Both teams now in the double bonus. Thompson with 19 points. And we will head to the free throw line. He's there all by himself. His four teammates backing past midcourt, and he missed it. One more for Thompson. (70-68). Thompson now with 20. Irish basketball chance to tie or possibly take the lead here in the fourth quarter. That is Comer. Hensley gave it a look. He's going to go back to Armand Franklin. Now here's the question. Is it Comer or is it Franklin? And we've got a timeout before Franklin makes his move. 22.1 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter of the championship of the 12th annual Bob Wettig Memorial Tournament.
Mendenhall's True Value in Richmond is your local source for the things you need at home or your business every day. Everything from hardware, tools, carpet cleaner rentals, window and screen repair, lawn and garden supplies, as well as hunting and fishing licenses. It's all in one place at Mendenhall's True Value Hardware, right around the corner at 125 Southwest 5th Street in Richmond. Give them a call for more information at 962-4842.
A couple of schools of thought here with 22.1 seconds. This is why you have players like Armand Franklin, is you put the ball in his hands and you let him do his thing to either tie this ball game or give your ball club the lead. But Comer has had a hot hand in the second half, but I would have to think that if I'm Zionsville, it's got to be Armand Franklin who's going to get the basketball when it's all said and done. Let's see if they'll use him as a decoy or they'll let him do it. James Franklin back to Comer. Armand will fake the three, back to Comer. Here's Armand driving. Armand, a step through, basket good, tied at 70. 4 seconds to go. 2-1. Scales at the buzzer, overtime. Why not? We will come back. Free basketball headed your way right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Well, another 4 minutes on the board here at the Tiernan Center. Zionsville let a 20-point lead slip away, and now we go to overtime. Armand Franklin with the tip. It'll be won by the Irish. Thompson on the drive, missed the layup. Ball tipped by Scales. Thompson on the tip, can't come up with it. And so now the Irish have a chance now to take the lead here in overtime. Down by 20 in this ball game, and they've come back. They're the defending champions of this tournament, and now a chance to take the lead. Boy, who would have thunk it? You know as well as I said earlier, good teams are going to make a run, and Cathedral is a very good basketball team, and they got the ball to Armand Franklin, and he simply tied this ball game up. So now the Irish holding the basketball. This is Comer out front. I think they'd be happy just to hold it as long as they could and go ahead and take the last shot, but there's Thompson coming out. Comer on the drive, now reverses and will set it back up. I think what they're going to try to do if you're Jason Delaney is try to pull them out of that zone if you can and make them play a little more man-to-man, but now you see Hensley. Comer again, Hensley slip screen back, and Comer goes right back to that same spot. And the booze coming out. Now the move by Comer in the lane, the kick in the corner. Armand Franklin on the drive, reverse layup good, and for the first time, Cathedral has the lead. 23 by Armand Franklin. 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining here in the first overtime. Childress picked up by Armand Franklin. Here's Orbaugh way outside. That's beyond his comfort level. Childress backing down Armand. Left hand good, and he's fouled. Boy, as I said earlier, that guy right there, Childress, your MVP if they win this basketball game. Childress taking it right at Franklin for Armand. That is his fourth. And Childress now at the line. Giving Zionsville now a 1-point lead. 27 points now by Childress. Irish basketball, Comer. Tig thought about the three, kicks it in the corner, and that'll be James Franklin. Armand Franklin now to the right. And he's going to come out now to the top. Will he set the screen? He will. But now he'll slip to the left, trying to get Childress off of him. James Franklin on the drive, and the shot's going to be blocked by Childress. James Franklin goes down. Zionsville has numbers. Thompson end-to-end and scores. 75-72. Irish quickly back the other way. James Franklin, shot fake, the kick. Comer for three. No good. Long rebound by Armand Franklin. Step back, three, good! Armand Franklin with another three. 1:05 remaining here in overtime. Thompson at one end, and then, of course, Childress. You look at Armand Franklin. Here's Thompson on the drive. Plenty of contact. Offensive foul against Thompson. He fouls out of the ball game. Unless I'm one off, and I might be. Maybe that's just number 4, so it will be 4 on Thompson. 75-75, under a minute to go now in the first overtime. So now here's Comer. He'll set up in that familiar spot right across midcourt. Isaiah Thompson will come guard him there. Tig starts to make his move to set the screen. Orbaugh right behind him. And now let's see if Comer will let this thing run down to 10 seconds and start to make the move. Armand Franklin, by the way, is down in the corner to the left. And right now, Childress keeping an eye on him. Clock down to 10 seconds remaining. Now he'll make the move. Comer. Here is Armand. Midcourt. Franklin. 4 seconds. Franklin. 3 on the way. In and out. And we will go to double overtime. We're going to play another 4 minutes of free basketball right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com. Today's game is being brought to you by Tri-County Awards in Richmond. Customized awards and quality engraving services. When you come to Tri-County Awards, you'll get nothing but the best customer service. We take pride in our prompt service and easy availability. Celebrate success with a gorgeous medal, trophy, or plaque from Tri-County Awards. We've been crafting awards since 1972. Choose from a wide variety of designs and styles. We're a locally owned and family-operated business. Tri-County Awards, 1001 South East Street in Richmond.
Boy, Toad, Armand Franklin almost won it with that jumper that rimmed in and out. This is our second double overtime game. We've had a triple overtime in this tournament. Armand Franklin with 26 points. Isaiah Thompson with 20. And, of course, Nathan Childress with 27 points in this one. So another 8 minutes on the board. Armand Franklin will jump it up against Childress. Vernon with the tip, and it'll be Thompson now. Vernon in the corner, releases the three. No good. Rebound again for Armand Franklin. You can hardly tell that young man had a little bit of a tweaked ankle earlier. So now we'll see the Irish come out across the timeline again. That is Comer. On the guard will be Scales. Here's Armand Franklin against Thompson. Purdue against IU right there. 3:27 to go. Franklin will give it right back to Comer. We saw this strategy earlier. He had his work several times now for Cathedral. Comer gets the screen. Hesitation back now to James Franklin, who will set it up once again at midcourt. James on the drive. Takes it all the way underneath the basket. And now the ball kicked by Childress. Three minutes, 1 second remaining in our second overtime. Inbound now for the Irish once again. Here is Tayshawn Comer. Well, the strategy right now, who's going to break first and get on top, put the pressure back on the other team. As you see, Comer, excellent ball handler, just a freshman, and that ball knocked out of bounds. Childress with the deflection. Boy, Childress coming out and using that 6'6" frame. That would have been a huge steal there for the Eagles if he were to come up with it. As Armand Franklin off the inbound, and now here is Comer once again. Comer will be one of those guys. He's going to be highly recruited. Just a freshman, as we said earlier. He looks more like a senior than he does a freshman. Here's James Franklin. Clock down to 2:19 to go. The high screen now by Hensley. And once again, here's Comer. Comer guarded there by Anthony Scales. Comer on the drive. Contact, offensive foul. So Comer picks up his fourth. He has 4. Welch has 4. Armand Franklin has 4. And now Zionsville will get the basketball back after a long guard that time. And so now it'll be Thompson across the timeline with 2 minutes remaining in our second overtime. Here's Thompson. The drive. Right hand. Scoop shot. No. Rebound Scales. Fade away. No. Ball tipped. Armand Franklin. Now Franklin 1-on-1. Pull-up jumper from 16. No. Rebound Childress. Each team with a chance to take the lead here in the second overtime. Still tied at 75. Thought maybe Armand would take that right at Childress. Decided to pull up. This is Thompson now with the basketball. Childress back to Thompson. Thompson, three-pointer on the way. Good. Thompson with a big three. He has 23. Here is Hensley the other way. Three-pointer, good. What a championship game we've got going tonight. Hensley, downtown three. Back again to the Eagles. Offensive foul. Hensley takes the shot. Isaiah Thompson just fouls out of the ball game. Big foul against Isaiah Thompson. And there you see head coach Sean Busick. Boy, that's the heart and soul of your basketball team right there. That is your Purdue signee, Isaiah Thompson. He is done for the night in his championship game. And you know he'll be on the all-tournament team, but I don't think he cares much about that as he does about getting a championship. So now he will sit on the bench. 1:04 remaining. Second overtime, still tied at 78. Now who will take over here for the Fighting Irish? Armand Franklin. Now without Thompson in the ball game, let's see if he'll do it. 47 seconds remaining here in the second overtime. James Franklin hands it off now to Comer. Comer being chased there by Wiedner. Comer gives it off to James Franklin again. James on the drive, nearly loses it. Scales will guard him. Armand Franklin down low with Childress. See if they'll clear it out right here, and Comer might make a move at some point, but now we're down to 21 seconds. Here's Comer and the handoff from Franklin. We'll look for the screen. That is Armand Franklin on the screen for James Franklin. 10 seconds to go. Here is Armand on the wing, driving to the basket. Left hand, no good. Tip up, yes. Armand Franklin with a tip in off the miss. 1.8 seconds remaining. Unofficially, Armand Franklin, 28 points. And he might have just turned this thing into the most valuable player award from Armand Franklin. They're going to put 2.6 on the clock instead of 1.8. Isaiah Thompson is out. There's nothing he can do. So now, Sean Busick, do you look to Childress with 2.6? You just need to get the 2 to tie, but you try to go for a win right here. Boy, Zionsville will look back at the 20-point lead. They let it get away, and the Irish give them credit. Both teams are probably exhausted by now. We played 4 games in 3 days. We played an extra 8 minutes here in the second overtime of this championship contest. Basketball will be at the far end of the floor. So Zionsville has 2.6. Something to midcourt. Perhaps if you can, then try to find your shooter. They're going to see how the Fighting Irish were lined up on defense. So now the Eagles will come back and maybe reassess what they're going to try to do. Boy, what a finish to this one. You know, how fitting. We started this tournament with an overtime game. We put 2 overtimes in the middle, one a double overtime, one a triple overtime, and we're going to finish it with an overtime, a double overtime. Now, depending what happens here, it might be a triple overtime. Now, I don't care what you say. This has been a great ball game. It's been a great way to finish this tournament. And no matter how this thing would be formatted next year, if they shrink it down and just go to 2 days and less teams, however they're going to do it, you can't even imagine that this game and this tournament would have been finished this way. We had a great game in the third place game after Richmond finally got going in the second half, and now you have double overtime between 2 of the top teams in the state of Indiana. Eagles can run the end line. Vernon out front there. Scales at midcourt. Childress at midcourt. There's the pass to Childress. Three-pointer on the way, off the top of the backboard, and the Irish have done it. In double overtime, Cathedral picks up the championship win for the second straight year. They beat Zionsville 80-78. Armand Franklin leading the way unofficially with 28 points in the victory here tonight. Congratulations to the Fighting Irish of Cathedral. They're the 2012 Wettig Memorial Champions. Hey, thanks for being with us. We hope we could do you justice by bringing you high school basketball at its best here in Richmond. Thanks to everybody who joined us throughout the 3 days of basketball here in the state of Indiana. We appreciate your support as always. We'll see you next time. This has been the championship game of the 2012 Bob Wettig Memorial Tournament.